Just when I thought I had all the shit I had to say, thought I on the way. It's my confessions. Yeah, and I don't know what to do. Guess I gotta get part two of my. If I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it all. Damn me cry when I got. What to do but to get part two of my confessions. Oh man, what's up, people? What up, what up, what up? What's up, everybody? Hold on, man. Let me give me a minute. I'm trying to find the joint. I'm trying to get up in here. I only got 21 people. What up, what up, what up? Is this it? Why won't let me I was trying to play the song, man. Trying to play the song for y'all, man. Oh, hold on. Oh, ain't gonna let me do it. Oh well. Late night live feed, man. Late night live feed. Got 18 people in here. So, if you follow me over from Instagram, you already know what's finna go down. What I'm about to discuss. If you haven't, well, hit the like button. Hit the like button. I need 10 likes. Only 18 people in here. Or it's 20 people in here. So it's 20 people in here. So I need 10 likes. I need at least half y'all to like my shit. And we can get into the video. I need 10 likes. What's up? I see 7, 8. Up, there it goes. 10. Alright. So I did it, man. I went ahead and I decided to lease this truck. I did, man. I went ahead and decided to lease this truck. I decided that this was a good opportunity. I decided that, you know, this was an opportunity that I had been looking for a long time, you know, to be in control of my situation. You know, ever since I left Swift, you know what I'm saying, I just feel like I've been seeking an opportunity like I had there where, you know, I could make above average money, and just dictate everything. Like, you know, everything was in my control. Everything, like, you know, I ain't go nowhere I ain't want to go. I ain't take no load I ain't want to take, and just fully, because I do feel like I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I feel like I'm smart enough and I've been through enough to you know, run a successful lease. You know what I mean? And, you know, like I've been saying, since I've been here, VL Trucking, man, let me explain something to you, man. Like, for anybody who think that I'm trying to blow smoke, for anybody who think that I'm trying to like trick people to being referred here, it ain't none of that, man. It's none of that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like my experience as a job hopper has allowed me to really see a lot of bullshit in the trucking industry. You know what I'm saying? So for like, just like, I can tell when some shit is a dud. I can tell when some shit is legit. Like, some people may disagree with that, but it's the truth. And from what I've seen so far from this company at VL Trucking, it's simple, man. If you coming out here to make money, if you coming out here to run, no matter what, this the company to be with. Period. Period. You know, but if you come into a company looking for stipulations, I want to make money, but I want to be home every 2 weeks. I want to make money, but I want to, whatever. Like, it's just say, hold on. Hey, hold up right quick. Let me, there we go. See, that's what we not gonna do. We don't deal with negativity no more. You feel me? So, yeah, we gonna go ahead and, you can excuse yourself from the conversation. That's what we not gonna do. See, that's the thing. Like, that Jay of feeling sorry for himself, that Jay of giving a fuck about people's opinions, he gone, man. I left him at his whack ass local job. Okay, the Jay you see before you is reinvented, rejuvenated, and we just ain't got time for no bullshit. That's another reason why I decided to lease. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm just tired of feeling sorry for myself. You know what I mean? And what'll happen is I feel sorry for myself because of some regular ass, human ass mistakes that I've made, and I just so happen to broadcast, and everybody always act like, you know what I'm saying, like, everybody be acting like the mistakes that I have made is these drastic mistakes that nobody's ever made before. And because I be up here feeling sorry for myself, I just let comments and people and their negative energy pull me down. You feel me? I'm done with that shit, bro. If you got some crazy shit to say out your mouth, you can go say it in whatever other group that they talking about my name in. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with that, entertaining that bullshit. You know what I mean? So anyways, like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by some bitch nigga comment. I made the decision to lease this truck because ever since I left Swift in 2017, man, I just been been looking for a similar or better opportunity than that. And I gotta say, man, like I said on Instagram, God is good, because not only am I in a similar situation from that lease with Swift, I'm actually in a better situation because I'm making more money than I was when I was leasing that truck at Swift. I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, Jay, you was a company driver making $2,000 a week, or, you know what I'm saying, with the potential to make this, and this. And, you know, the best way I can answer that for you is some things is bigger than money. You know what I mean? Some things is more about opportunity versus money. On top of that, it's just, I wanted to be in more control of my situation. You know, one of the biggest things that I didn't like about VL as a company driver was the home time. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest. If you looking to be a runner, like, I like to run 4, 5, maybe even 6 weeks at a time as an over-the-road driver, because I want to come home for a long period of time. That's just how I like to run. With VL, like, they don't really want their company drivers to stay out that long. They prefer you to do more of like a 2 to 3 to 4 weeks at a time, and go home for that same time frame. They really don't want you to go home longer than 3-4 days. They don't want that truck off the board. What that say right there? Time to cook the other side of the fish, right? Oh man, how about you go cook that right there? Add some extra grease to it. So that was like one of my main things with as a company driver with VL. Now some people will just say, oh, that's a bad situation, you know, they should let you, but at the end of the day, you can't go to a company and tell them how to run their company. That's just facts. It just don't work like that. Unfortunately, I wish it did. Damn, these lights are bright. I wish it did, but it does not. I'm not in a position of power to come to a company and say, look, I want to run like this. I don't care how. It just don't work like that. That's why I be telling, like, why I don't have a problem flip-flopping a job hopping or whatever the fuck, because these companies don't care. You are only as good to them as far as you can drive that day. You feel me? So as a lease operator, at least I get some of that power back to be able to be like, yo, this is what I'm going to do, because I'm now responsible for the truck note. I'm responsible for the maintenance. I'm responsible for them things. So it's more responsibility, but to me, the trade-off for the power that I now get, you know, is worth it to me. It just is. I just feel like I'm almost 5 years in this game. I've made hella mistakes. I've experienced hella shit. And I just feel like I have the knowledge, the common sense, and the intelligence to run a truck. I just do. You feel me? Somebody asked, what is VL offering for lease purchase? Basically, it's a 4-year lease purchase. Okay. Let me preface this by saying I do not have intentions on, do you at least to stay home more? Who the hell does that? I don't understand what you're saying, real deal. Do at least to stay home more? Who the hell does that? Because real deal, as a lease operator, with the money that you can make in a 4 to 5 week period, and because you are responsible for the truck payment, as long as you can cover the expenses, you can go home as long as you fucking want to. If I make $15,000 in the course of 4 to 5 weeks, and my truck payment is only $4.99 a week, and I don't get charged for all the trailer and all that shit unless the truck is moving, then if I want to take $1,500 of that $15,000 and say I'm gonna stay home for 3 weeks, fine, just hit my, you know, hit me with a negative $1,500 settlement for the next 3 weeks. I can do that. You can't do that as a company driver. So I mean, like, that's just common sense, you know what I mean, in my opinion. But to answer the question about what they offer in lease purchase, pretty much they charge $4.99 a week for the truck. They offer fuel cards, and they hit me 20% of what the truck made. In that 20% covers everything. Covers everything. Tags, trailer, all that shit is covered in the 20%. So I think it's decent. I did thorough research. Shout out to Tom and Sean. Shout out to all the other owner-operators and lease operators that took the time to have conversations with me, to show me their settlements, and just let me know the type of company I was dealing with. That played a huge role in my decision to jump into this lease. If I wouldn't have saw them settlements, you know, and I'm talking about settlements that were pre-COVID, you know what I'm saying, settlements that were during COVID, and, you know, even now, that played a huge role. You know, like when I started that lease with Swift, I kind of just jumped on that shit off the strength. Here, I feel like I did adequate, and then I did 30 days as a company driver to experience how they run. You know what I mean? I asked questions. I knew what questions to ask. I knew who to talk to. And based off of that research I did in them 30 days, some people may say that wasn't long enough. Hey, man, listen. If I fail, it don't affect nobody but me. I promise. I promise me failing and me flopping ain't gonna hurt none of y'all pockets. I guarantee you. I guarantee. If anything, it may be more entertaining for y'all. What the difference between own or lease? Some people would say that if you make a truck payment on the, if you have to make a truck payment on a truck, that you're stupid or whatever. You know, some people consider a real owner-operator somebody with a paid-off truck. That's what they say. A lease operator is somebody who is paying a third party a payment, whether that's a bank, a dealership, you know, whoever. So lease op, owner op, honestly, it's the same thing, in my opinion. But who am I? I don't know nothing. Whatever makes you happy. If you happy, I'm happy. Call it whatever you want. At the end of the day, we are all just business owners / entrepreneurs / 1099 work, whatever you want to call it, man. You know, I don't really want to get caught up in a back and forth over vocabulary, because I know what I require. I know what me and my family require. You feel me? And leasing this truck at this company that is VL is giving me what I require and then some. You feel me? Yeah, so walk away lease. Coming over there next week to lease on Monday. I have to take the drug test. Okay, salute. Salute to you, man. Let me know how I go. Listen, man, it's 51 people in here. 53, only 14 likes though. That's kind of crazy. Hit the like bomb. But anyways, 53 people in here, right? If anybody of these 54, because I done got some referrals. So if you've come to this company because of me, or if you just at this company, do some videos, man. Because people might not take me as credible or whatever, even though it's funny because they'll say I'm not credible, like they familiar with all the YouTubers out here. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, what is credible? And like credibility don't really exist in social media land. Nobody knows nobody on social media. So how does anybody know who's credible? Like, what makes me any less credible than any YouTuber that you watch that you've never met in person? You feel me? But anyways, yeah, so anybody who is with this company, man, because honestly, I don't even care if you don't believe me. But it's really some people out here that's looking for a decent opportunity. And, you know, I just want people to eat, man. Stability, not credibility. Well, if nobody trusts me, hey, bro, that's fine, bro. My wife trusts me. My son trusts me. My circle trusts me. That's all I really care about. You feel me? I'm just the dude that I'm always trying to help the next man. You feel what I'm saying? So every video, whether I was fucking up, whether I was coming up, whether whatever, has always been to help the next man. Because at the end of the day, while the rest of y'all was clowning and talking shit on my Instagram, it's been guys in my DM, yo, you know what? I needed that. Do. And you know what? I appreciate that. I gotta highlight that more than the fuckheads that just be in the comments talking shit and calling me whatever, you know what I'm saying, and all that. So that's why I come up here and I do what I do. Trust me, that YouTube check I get is not anything worth this bullshit that, you know what I'm saying, I be dealing with on YouTube. Be honest with you. Let me see. Let me go back and read some of this. Yeah, it is a walk-away lease. It's a $5,000 fee to walk away. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm going to be honest with you. This is my honest opinion. I don't think that's a bad thing. I don't. Some people may feel differently, but I'm gonna tell you like this: for a 0 down payment, 0 escrow, to basically walk in the door and to be able to make the type of money that I've been making, by the time I decide, because I'm not gonna purchase this truck, by the time I decide to walk away from this lease, no flex, no cap, no nothing, that $5,000 is not gonna be, it's not gonna be a big deal. I'm just be honest with you. You know what I mean? That's just as honest as I can put it. And that's with the plan that I have in place, which I'm not gonna disclose here, and the moves that are in motion. That $5,000 is gonna be very insignificant to, you know, what I got going on and what I'm gonna do. So, but if you feel like $5,000 to walk away is ludicrous, then hey man, you be a company driver or go to another lease. But again, like, some places require you 5,000 down, 10,000 down. You just never know. I mean, leasing is leasing. You feel me? To me, there is no one lease that's better than the other. All these leasing opportunities, because I've been looking, trust you me, it's a reason why I've waited as long as I waited to jump back into another lease, because I really just wanted to like learn and understand some shit. Like, a lot of these leases are the same. Like, when you look at the money, it averages out to the same, man. No one trucker is making that much more than the next trucker, unless you're doing something specialized. But even in doing something specialized, you're going to make just as much as the next specialized truck driver. If this truck driver makes more than this truck driver, it's probably because this truck driver owns his trailer and this one doesn't. But if this guy owns his trailer, he would make what he makes. So it's levels. That's it. It's levels to this shit, man. And what I see a lot of on social media and YouTube with truckers is truckers from different levels comparing themselves to each other. And you just can't do that, man. It just doesn't make sense. I wouldn't take Alabama on their best day and play the fucking 49ers. I don't care how good Alabama is. They're not going to beat the 49ers. And you know, I don't care how good of a company job that you have, you just can't compete with an owner-operator. Or I don't care how good you doing on drive-in, you're not fucking with a bull hauler. It just, so, you know what I mean? That's why I just, you know, I don't understand the whole pocket watching and, you know, I make more. It's stupid, honestly. Because there's always somebody with more money. Let's see, only news good for you and your family. What up, Wayne? I see you. Jay, do you think trucking is still going to be a career for people in 15 years? I think so. You know, I think that we are slowly going to be transition out. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think nothing major within the next 50 years. But that's my opinion. You know, I may be wrong. You feel me? Hey, boo, I see you. Haven't seen you in a while. Wow, you seem different, clear-headed, mature and focused, and you look small. I see you winning. I'm trying, man. You know, what Jay the kid say? Pounds coming, what it say? Pounds coming off, pockets getting fatter. I'm trying. I'm just trying, man. Again, I'm trying to be better than what I was yesterday, man. That's it. No gloating, none of that shit. What is VL offering their lease purchase program? Like, what do you mean, Mario? Like, what I mean, like, I'm like, what specifically are you asking? I mean, the program, like, if you want a full listing of the lease purchase, it's on VL Trucking's website. So you can go look up there and it'll tell you everything you need to know. Yeah, you good, bro. You credible and all that. You don't have to explain yourself. Keep doing what you... I'm not. Yeah, you know, just, you know, niggas gonna talk shit. Believe in yourself and you'll succeed. I just got on here. Have you got your first settlement? Yeah. I done got you know, I done got some, you know. I really don't, honestly, I'm being honest with you, man. I really don't want to talk about, and I'm not going to talk about, you know, the amount of money that I'm making. You know, just, you know, yeah, I'll let y'all guesstimate on that. But I did that before, man. I've done that multiple times. I go to a company or I started a lease with Swift, and the money started coming in, and a lot of it, and I just get up here and I just start bragging. Oh, this I'm just again, I'm just trying to move different, man. I'm doing okay for me and mine. That's it. Me and mine are good. We gonna get better, and I'm just trying to get us to our best. That's all you gonna get. I'm not trying to get in no dick swinging contest with nobody over no financial situations. You know what I mean? I'm doing well at this company financially. Let's see where we at, Bleed. Is there a down payment? No, there's no down payment. Does VL hire 21-year-olds? I can't think of that off the top of my head. I would check the website, but I don't know. It may be 23. I would go look at the website, VLTrucking.com, or Google VL Trucking, the website will come up. That's a good question. I don't know off the top of my head. Any 10 speeds? No. The fleet that we have right now that recently came in, when I came on, was a bunch of 2017 Freightliners that came from Truck Country, which I believe is a dealership, a family-owned dealership out of Missouri, if I remember correctly. And I don't know how many of those are left. However, when I talked to recruiting a while back, I think they said the next batch was going to be 2017 Volvos. I'm not sure if it's 670s or 780s. I would hope 780s, but I'm going to be honest with you, man, I wouldn't want a Volvo, not the lease. Maybe a company truck, but when I was at Abilene, man, like I had a lot of problems with Volvos. I went through like 3 Volvos at Abilene. You know, Freightliner is true and true, man. Freightliner is like Toyota to me, and from my experience of Freightliner just keep going, man, and you can get them fixed anywhere. You know, Volvo, you know, sometimes they might have the parts, sometimes they might not, you know, so, but so far this truck, man, and again, going back to what I said a while back, learning how to do them thorough pre-trips in the port with them old ass truck has benefited me, and I have not had any breakdown or bullshit yet, knock on wood. But at the same time, I would like to think right now, you know, financially, I am prepared. Somebody asked me about my maintenance plan. There is no maintenance account with this company. You are on your own with that. So you just got to have a, you know, set situation on your own. You got to be responsible. And that goes back to, you know, all that money ain't yours, you know, because I don't got no money. You know what I mean? So, you know, you know, if I would have had the mindset that I did with Swift Transportation with this lease, I would have already failed. Not because anything has happened, but because I would be living check to check and spending every dollar, and, you know, I wouldn't have no money. And like if I woke up tomorrow and one of my tires blew on 80, I'd be mad because, oh fuck, I don't got no, I gotta wait till my next, you know what I mean, and all that. But you know, through life lessons, through a circle, you know, my team, my circle, you know, continuously working with me, teaching me, you know, I feel like, again, I'm in a good situation to where I can make this. I really am very confident on my ability to make this shit work, man. Honestly, like I'm trying to be as humble about it as possible, but I really want to just talk some shit right now, but it ain't no sense in that, you know what I mean? Jay, give us a rough estimate of your potential earnings as a lease operator. I think my potential earning is to make enough for me and mine. I think I'll make enough for me and mine, man. And that's all I want to make, is enough for me and mine to do what we need to do, be comfortable, and be happy. So, you know, I think I can make that amount here. So, I mean, again, man, like I'm not gonna get into that. I'm just not gonna be that guy, man. There's plenty of YouTubers that talk and you know, they get a little change, and You know, they start seeing checks they've never seen before, and they just come up here and get crazy. I'm just not. I refuse, man. For what? You know, you can make a lot of money here at VL Trucking as a company driver. You can make a lot of money in trucking if you don't limit yourself. A lot of times we limit ourselves on the money that we can make because we got certain stipulations. You know, I want to do this, but I don't want to do that. You know, I want this, but I don't want to do this to do it. You know what I mean? I just made up my mind and told myself, like, look, fam, either you about it or you not. Either you about that life or you not. You know what I mean? And if you about that life, then let's get it. But if you not, what D-Rod said, if you ain't about that life, get the fuck out the truck. Period. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's what that is. It's a 2017 Freightliner. 400 miles on this Freightliner. Yeah. Hey, real deal. You sure know a lot, boy. You be paying attention. That's why it be so funny to me. It always be the ones with the most lit that be paying the most attention, boy. Good gracious. Do you need Hazmat to lease as well? No, but I strongly recommend it because this is a Hazmat company. So they prefer Hazmat drivers. Even if you put in an application, if you put an application without a Hazmat, you know, I'm not gonna say you ain't gonna get hired, but if you like, they're gonna hire a Hazmat driver before they hire you. That's their, a lot of their customer freight is Hazmat loads. A lot of their freight that is paying above average is Hazmat loads. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, just to give y'all an example, and you know, because it's average money. It's not a lot. It's not a big deal. I'm sure any and everybody can make this type of money. I'm just giving you an example. This load that I'm picking up, or this load that I'm on, I picked up out of PA, and I'm headed to Cali. This load weighs 2,600. This load weighs 2,665 pounds. I don't know if y'all can see that paperwork. 2,665 pounds. I picked this load up out of New Bethel, PA. I'm on my way to Northern Cali. Load is going about 2,900 miles. And yeah, altogether, load is paying me like $4,900. About like $1.70. Nothing crazy, nothing oh nah, it's just, you know, it's a nice light load. It's a Hazmat load. It's like 3 pallets. I would have loved to throw another load on the trailer, but you know, it's Hazmat, so you can't just throw anything in the back with a Hazmat. It just don't work like that, from my understanding. So, but you know, I'm going 2,900 miles, with 2,600 pounds to Cali, and Cali on fire right now. So I know what people are gonna say. Oh, well, you know, fuel is really high in Cali. It is, but when I look at the fuel that I'm probably gonna save, I should do, you know, 8 to 9 miles a gallon on the way over there, because I'm taking 80 across. I just hope it ain't no crazy winds in Wyoming. And so when I look at the fuel that I'll probably save or not spend on the way over there, I spend an extra couple $100 on fuel over there, and they probably just send me right back to the east. I'm cool with that, man. You know what I mean? So it's just, again, that's enough for me. Some people may, I never take anything under $2 a mile, or that's stupid, da 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 da. You know what I mean? Like, I need to get caught up on the comments. I'm sure they saying something, but I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool with that. That's a good load to me, especially because I know I'm gonna get something out of Cali, paying north of $230, $240 a mile. You know, that's gonna be, you know, 2,000 miles back to the east, depending. Because I mean, my last load, the load before this, because the load before this, I went from Indiana to to PA. That shit was like 600 miles, like $1,600, but it was like 45, damn near 46,000 pounds. So I burned up a lot of fuel on that one going through them hills in PA. And then I went around the turnpike, so I ain't had to spend a bunch of money in tolls either. I got on like the 322 and all that, so that saved me a couple dollars. That was 1,600. Load before that, I came from Cali. Load paid, I think it was like $240. Yeah, I picked up out of Rancho Cucamonga, and I ran from Rancho Cucamonga to Warshaw, Indiana. Loaded, I think it was a load of hand sanitizer, but it wasn't hazmat, like, which was crazy because I pulled a load of hand sanitizer before, and it was flammable, but this one won't. That joint paid like 57 for 2,400 miles, if I remember correctly. So, not the worst thing in the world. People are doing better, people are doing worse. Just a matter of what's good for you. And I'm cool with that. That's enough for me. You know what I mean? Enough for me and mine. So, but let me get caught up on these comments. I do apologize. Most YouTube truckers are divas. Simple as that. $400 a week is not bad for leasing. $4.99. Big up. Appreciate it. Can you pick your own loads on lease purchase? Nah. This is the dispatch. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. One thing I'm learning about having a dispatcher, it's not the worst thing in the world. Especially for somebody like me who don't have a lot of experience dispatching themselves, because it's just like I don't think that I would do very well with it. So I think me having a dispatcher right now, bear with me. Excuse me, me having a dispatcher right now, I think is the best thing, because I get to sit back and learn and watch him and learn the lanes. And again, the dispatchers here at VL, they get paid off a commission of what the truck makes. So they trying to, he's been running me. Like even when I switched when I went from company driver, because I've been leasing since I left the house. So it's been like 2-3 weeks now. You know what I'm saying? But it was never any change from when I went from a company driver to a lease driver. I know a lot of people say, when you pull in for a company that has company drivers and lease drivers, that it's a huge change. And I think that the fact that they get paid off a commission, I'm assuming that that's why I'm still been running, because he still get paid the same. It never changed. Like the mileage never changed. Only difference was, as a company driver, he would never tell me like what the load was paying. He would just tell me the mileage. But now as a lease operator, I'm actually getting the rate cons. I got a folder in my email where he sends me, like, he'll like the relationship that we have is, and again, I'm gonna get caught up on the comments. I do apologize for anybody that's asking questions. I'm gonna get to you. Bear with me. Damn, I still got 62 people in here. That's crazy. 62 people. Let me see if I can get like 30 likes or something, man. If you fuck with the kid. But anyways, the way our relationship is, he told it to me like this. He said, as a lease operator, there is no forced dispatch. However, trust me. He's like, my dispatcher got like 15 years in the game. He used to have his own trucks and all that. So he was like, if I ever do anything to where I lose your trust, then we have a conversation and, whatever. But, this is what I'm going to try to make your truck a week. Boom, boom, boom. And just trust me. And I said, okay. That was what the first 30 days as a company driver was for me, was just gaining his trust and just trying to learn how he like to run his drivers and shit. And it fit. Again, the only issue I had was just when I go home, I want to go home for however long I want to go home for, whether that's 4 days, 5 days, 10 days, whatever. So, and his thing was, he didn't mind me going home that long, but the company just, again, because, they had been running their drivers off salary for doing the COVID and shit at $1,600 a week. And so while they was on salary, they didn't want the drivers to go home but for so long. You feel me? So I guess as they transition drivers, back onto the 70 cent a mile, they still don't want you to go home. They just don't want their trucks to sit that long, from my understanding now. Maybe you come and work something out. I probably could have, but my intention when I first came here, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was thinking about leasing from jump, just because of what I had heard from other drivers. But I wanted to get a feel for it and see how it was, and I'm glad I did, man, because it was like literally no drop off. It was literally no drop off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no regrets so far. You know what I mean? And again, I got a plan. Again, I don't plan on purchasing this truck, but I am going to use this truck for what it is. You know what I mean? So leasing ain't got to be the same thing for everybody. Just because you leasing a truck don't always mean you plan on purchasing that truck. You know what I mean? Some people do. You get a truck brand new, and yeah, 4-year lease, purchasing it makes a lot of sense. But this truck got 400,000 miles, and it's a 48-month lease. It just really wouldn't, you know what I mean? Like, to me, it wouldn't make sense for me to purchase this truck, in my opinion. But, But let me get caught up in the comment. Let me get caught up. What's the downside of lease purchase or risk involved? Oh, that's easy. The truck could blow up on me. But then again, the truck could blow up and I pay $5,000 and I'm out of the lease. My breakdowns could end up costing more than my profit. The market could crash. COVID could rampant. It's a lot of risks. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to make it seem like it's all gravy. In the back of my head, I still have to be prepared for that. But I just feel like, again, in my situation, that I'm prepared for that. I'm preparing for that. Every week. Again, that comes with all your money ain't your money. Through the tutorage of D-Raj, I have just learned about the importance of holding on to $1 as long as you can. I was the guy that if I got $1 on Tuesday morning, that $1 was probably spent by Tuesday afternoon. You know what I mean? And what I'm just trying to do better at is, if I get $1 in June, I'm not trying to spend that $1 until October. You know what I mean? So really, a lot of this trucking shit, it's not even really got nothing to do with the truck or the company, and then it's you and your money management and your IQ on what to do and what not to do in certain situations. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people will blame a company, a dispatcher, a broker, or whatever on their failure of their business, when the reality is you weren't prepared. You weren't prepared, man. This shit is a dog-eat-dog industry. This is a chaotic, backstabbing industry. You gotta be ready. You know what I mean? So if you're not ready and you jump in too soon, yeah, it could go good, but it can go real bad real quick. And you can't blame nobody but yourself for being unprepared. So yeah, what he's saying, you have bad week, you don't get paid. Bad side is you put tons of money into a truck you will never own. Might be better to ask what is this. Well, see, that's I don't look at that as bad, real deal. Putting money into a truck you don't own, because at the end of the day, this truck is an investment, just with anything else when it comes to business. You feel me? I'm investing in this truck. That $4.99 and that 20% that they take from it's an investment to make more money, to grow my business. You feel me? So let's say, I stay in this truck for an undisclosed amount of time, and then I move on from this truck and I go on to do something better. Was that a waste of time? You know what I mean? Especially because, you know, if everything go the way it should, even with some breakdowns, I'll make more money on this side than I would as a company driver. And I'll have more to write off for all the 1099 people that be, what are you gonna write off? I have way more to write off on this side. So even with you know, it's just again, it's nothing more than a calculated risk. Is all it is. It's calculated risk, man. But again, that's business, man. If you can't understand that, then the business side just may not be something that you want to look into right now. You might want to learn more. But most business is just stock market, whatever. It's just calculated risk. High risk, high reward. That's all. If you're not willing to risk anything, you probably won't get much. I'll just be honest. You want to play it safe? Hey, that's cool. But just understand with playing it safe, you know, it's not much that comes with that. That's why it's called playing it safe. What type of drug screen? Piss test. So were you able to lease the truck that you were driving as company? Yes, that was a big deal for me, Michael Green. That was a very big deal for me. Very big deal was to be able to lease the truck that I had already been in. Because I knew this truck, I had got a feel for this truck, and they let me stay in this truck. So that was a huge deal for me. Huge deal for me. Hey Wayne, what you? Hey, I learned from the best, baby. Well, let's see. Why do so many people do lease purchase then? There has to be tremendous upside. There's a tremendous upside. Let me explain something to you. A lot of these, I thought it was common knowledge, but a lot of people don't know. A lot of these bigger companies, they don't own all their trucks. They lease them. So there's a huge upside to leasing. But I just would be selling you a dream if I didn't inform you of the lows. It's just, when it's high, it's high. When it's low, it's low. A smart businessman knows how to prepare for both and handle both. Because some people can't handle the highs just as much as some people can't handle the lows. So we always talk about people who get low and then they, you know, their business crash. But how you act with the highs will dictate how you are with the lows. You want to try to keep it in the middle. That's why you hear most companies talk about being in the black. You just want to try to stay just a little bit in the black. Just a little bit in the black. You know what I mean? So, do you have to go to New York City? Absolutely not. At least not with my dispatcher. We had that conversation early on. We had that conversation very early on. He told me he would not send me to no Burrows. I'll do upstate New York. I'll do Jersey. No Burrows. That was even as a company driver, though. That's not just leasing. That was as a company driver as well. But that was me and my dispatcher's arrangement. They can't do the math. They think a company is going to let you take away their revenue when all they're actually doing is paying the company's expenses. But you're paying the expenses. You're paying the expenses in, like, but how can I word it? Yes, you're paying the expenses on the truck, but you're making more money because of it. Like, the honest part is, again, D-Raj. I get a lot of my information from D-Raj. Some people think I'm stupid for that, but D-Raj is a genius. I mean, just the truth, you know what I mean? The funny thing about leasing is you just get paid. As long as you are running the truck, you just get paid. Like, people say, oh, you got to pay for fuel. You got to pay for this. You got to pay for that. You got to pay for that. But all I know is that I know if I do this, this, and this, my check going to be this, this, and this. That's it. It's not as complicated and as sophisticated as people be trying to make it seem. You run, you know, it's just any business. Any business has expenses. Any business has risks. Period. You walk into the McDonald's right now and go talk to the general manager. They're gonna tell you, I need the store to make this amount of money an hour, a day, a week, a month. for us to be in a profit. It's no different than leasing or owning a truck. It is business 101. I need to make more than I spend. Period. That's it. I want to make a lot more than I spend. Sometimes I'm going to spend more than I make. There are going to be those weeks. 100%. But if I'm looking at over the course of 30 days, 90 days, 6 months to a year, if I make a tremendous amount more than I spend, that's a win, man. And in this industry that is trucking, that happens more so than the alternative. You know what I mean? So, calculate the risk, man. What are the company trucks? Real Deal must work here because he know everything. Guys, don't forget the question marks. Did you pay tolls for the company? Not as a company driver, but as an owner-operator, I am responsible for tolls. People too lazy to use question marks. That's funny. What are you, a school teacher? No question marks. Did you lease with Swift? I leased with Swift a long time ago. I leased with Swift a long time back in 2017, and I leased and trained. I leased and trained with Real Deal is D Morris. Unblock me, man. Hey, man, shouldn't have been talking shit. Shouldn't have been talking shit, bro. Ain't no unblock. I gave everybody an opportunity to have a voice on my platform. As soon as I deem you disrespecting or, you know, misusing that, you out of here. I just, what they say, oh, well, if you don't want nobody to, we have the right to say what we want if you put your business out. Yeah, and I got a right to respond the way I want. I got a right to respond however I want. So, how is your overhead? Overhead is, like I say, it's $4.99 a week. And then 20% of what the gross of the truck does goes towards everything else. So tags and all that shit, 20%. And then I pay for fuel. So it's not bad, man. Like, it's not like, I'm not here to, again, I'm not here to convince anybody to lease. That's not even 1% of what I'm trying to do. I can't hold water. What do you want me to do? I did good though, cause like I said, I've been leasing for a minute, well, a little while, and I hadn't told nobody. But I was like, fuck it. Why not, man? I got nothing to hide. You know what I mean? And who knows, you know, again, I've had so many messages and people hit me up over the years from me being vulnerable and sharing my experience and situations. So why not? I mean, y'all been, you know, people been seeing me do bad for so long. Why not let them see me do good? But it's just, again, I'm not coming up here to brag. I'm not coming up here to flex, because I know there are thousands of truckers that make just as much, if not more, than what I allegedly make. You know what I mean? So, but I'm happy, man. I really am. I'm very confident. I think that's the key thing for me. I am super confident in what I'm doing, man. Oh my God, super confident. Like, I can't think of the last time my confidence was so high. You know, like I'm working on my weight. You know, I fell off a little bit, but we gonna get back on it. Don't you worry. You know, working on my weight, and just everything. Like I said it 2 months ago, man. I had a fresh start. This is part of my fresh start, man. Again, I'm super blessed, man. I don't care what nobody say. I'm super blessed to still be here, after everything I've been through, health-wise, money-wise, like just spiritual-wise, like just being through so much, you know what I mean? And to still not only be here, but just to be in a situation to be better than I've ever been. You know, I'm about to be like crossing into, you know, most weight loss I've ever had, you know, crossing into most money I've ever made, you know, and things of that nature. I'm just blessed, man, honestly. You know, and I'm sure it's not just, you know, it's not just because of VL Trucking. It's because of me. It's because of me, man. Like, you know what I mean? I like, at the end of the day, I didn't give up on myself. You know, and large part of my circle. And because of my circle, man, like, that's like a lot of cats get up here on YouTube and they be like, oh, my clique, man, that shit so stupid. Like, my circle is like people who, like, I know without hesitation they rock with me, like, no matter what. No matter if we fall out, we come back, you know, whatever. We rock. Like, my circle, man, my team, they amazing. Sometimes they had to carry me. You know what I'm saying? So salute to them. And nigga talking like he done got drafted by the like, I'm talking like I done got drafted in the NFL. Talking like I didn't got, but that's just how I feel, man. Like, it's a great feeling, man, and I just hope that everybody, even my haters and naysayers, I hope that they experience what I'm feeling, man. Just a rejuvenation, a happiness, just a glee, if you will. I pray that on everybody, bro. No joke. Because maybe if you feel as good about yourself as I'm feeling right now, you won't keep talking about me. Well, yeah, you can't talk about me no more. You can talk to yourself because you're blocked. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish this on everybody, man. Everybody, you know. Shout out to Jay Rich. I was just watching her joint. She done been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? What she say, from homeless, living in her truck, to now she making big boy, big girl moves, you know what I mean? So just salute to everybody that didn't had to go through the storm, man. Salute to everybody that finally got out of their own way. Salute to y'all, man, because that shit ain't easy, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Getting out of your own way is a struggle that some people never learn to overcome. Some people never get out of their own way. It's hard, man. Man, it's hard as hell. I'm gonna be 1,000 with you. You know what I mean? So salute to everybody that didn't learn that did that, man. And you know, I'm just happy, man. I'm happy, and I look forward to being more consistent. I look forward to growing. I look forward to hopefully inspiring and motivating, because if I can still come out here in this game that's trucking and find success, anybody can do it. And I know that's a cliche saying, but I mean, that's like I said on my live feed. They consider me the biggest loser on YouTube. So if me, the biggest loser, the flip-flop, if I can still come out here and find success through, and have a successful business, man, anybody can do it. Anybody. On some real. Don't forget to give first thanks to, oh yeah, God always, 100. Take it one day at a time. I'm rooting for you and all black men and women to succeed, whatever they choose to do. So I appreciate that, man. So I'm thinking of buying the truck and trailer and bringing it here. I wonder what the money would be like. I would assume it's good. I mean, I would assume it's good. I don't know about the trailer, because I know my 20% includes the trailer fee. So I don't know how that would work. You would have to call and talk to them about that. But I know, like I said, I done talked to a couple owner-operators that then brought their truck here, and they doing fine. They checks even bigger than mine, because you know they some of them, they got their own fuel card. You can have your own fuel card here. Some of them, you know, obviously the truck payment isn't coming out of truck payment isn't coming out of their settlement, so their check is just gonna look a little different, you know, because of that. So, but yeah, man, I'm finna get up off here. We got 58 people. I appreciate y'all checking in and rocking with me, man. You already know what's going on in the apocalypse. You already know what it is. The video is gonna be pumping, man. I'm gonna be, you know, sharing my experience now as a lease operator, and just trying to keep growing, working on my health, and just, you know, just coming at things from a more confident, positive perspective. All that feeling sorry for myself, Jay, and woe is me. Nah, that nigga, I left him at the local job. Hey, he is out of here. You know what I mean? We don't got time for that shit. We got things we trying to do, man. For real. You know what I mean? So, that's all I got for tonight, y'all. I will check y'all later. As always, you already know what it is. Stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God Family Trucking. And remember, I need you to hear me right now. I need you to listen. Every day is another step closer to where you want to be in life. So keep fucking pushing, bro. For real. Because I'm going to keep pushing. So I need you to keep pushing too. But I'm out, man.